Hello and welcome. We are on a journey for the Essential Consultant Success Path, part 2. We're going to do this one in 3 parts. So we are excited for part 2 today. So I have a question. There are several of you who are on here today who were on last week as well. After you kind of had time to digest it and after we went through it, did you guys have any aha moments or things that you maybe forgot about? Because most of you are no longer new. You have some experience under your belt. Were there any things that you thought, man, I'm going to implement that again, or I'm going to redo that? No? Cool. Well, we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a screen share. That big green button. I couldn't find it for a second. Okay. All right, you guys see what I'm seeing? We see Essential Consultant Success Path. Oh, it says gonna log me out soon. Okay, we're good. Cool. All right, so last week we covered courses 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna be starting on 4 today, which is Essential Consultant Spotlight, online parties. Now raise of hand over here on the side. How many of you have done or are good at or continue to do online parties? Yeah? You've at least done one? Okay. So what did you find? I'd like you to unmute or just write in the comments real quick. What did you enjoy about having an online party?
Everyone can just log in whenever they're available. They don't have to be committed to showing up on Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Dig that.
Also, being in Texas, a lot of my customer base and hostesses have been in Arizona, so I can still do parties with people that don't live in my neighborhood.
Yes, I love that. And then Deb said in the comments, it is easier than in person, can change the date if needed. A little bit more flexibility. Also, I love that I don't have to clean my house or I don't have to ask the host to clean their house if they are not up for that. A lot of people do love having in-person gatherings, and that is so cool. But some people are just not about that life, and that's okay. So, Essential Consultant Spotlight for the online parties. They can be personalized to fit about any online space. All you need is a host and a place to interact. So, I have used Zoom, I have used Facebook, I have used like a scroll and shop Canva link, and there's no wrong answer. Some just work better than others, and it's about finding what is going to work for you. Zoom is fun because it's like this meeting. People can pop on, you can have that interaction. Facebook is great because, like Kaylin said, they can just come and go as they please. They'll catch up when possible. And you can also go live as the consultant and they can get to know you, see your face, and start building that community. Or if you're not comfortable with that yet, you can share photos and talk about yourself so they get to know you. So how do you prospect for an online party? You need to learn to identify potential hosts and customers that would benefit from the online party option. Finding the ideal host is thinking about your customers who love hassle-free way to earn free and discounted products from the comfort of their own home. So how many people do you know that are like on the go all the time? Maybe fitting an in-person event into their schedule is not possible. Make a list of moms who are always on the go, or friends who travel for business, or what are some other options? People who are just constantly busy. Maybe people who just are a little bit introverted. They love hanging out with people, but maybe it drains their social battery. So an online option is great for them. And if you have any other options, just listen in the comments and I'll shout them out. But ways to ask, kick off the hosting conversation are great. I love that they provide this verbiage for you. You can use this, you can just copy paste, you can tweak to make it sound like you, and it makes the ask easier. So, hey, did you see Scentsy's new catalog just released? It's the perfect time to earn free and half-priced items. You can do it all online. Are you interested? The next one is ready to party from the comfort of your couch? Scentsy's seasonal collection just released, and you can earn free and half-priced product by being a host for an online party. Next one is I've set a goal to help 3 customers earn free and half-price items by hosting an online party this month. Would you like to get your party on the books? So that one's a fun one because that also provides a little bit of a buy-in with your friends because you have a goal and oftentimes our friends want to support us, right? So, oh yeah, you've got a goal. I'm going to help you reach that. And also what we learned at World Tour was the formula that they have of if I set up an online party or an online scent event, would you invite your friends and earn some free and half price Scentsy? The if and then, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what you would need to do. Are you interested? So curating the party experience, once you have your host lined up, it's time to get to work. The host plays such an important part of making the party successful. And so I want to just add in here, if you have a host that is not participating, that is like being in somebody's house and the host is like in the bathroom or hanging out in her bedroom the whole time and you're just left to entertain the guests on their own. You can do the party that way. You can absolutely just be the only one posting, but when the host is engaged and talking to their friends and commenting, hey, I think this would look great in your living room. Oh my gosh, I think you would love this scent. And making their friends feel special, like they were actually thought of, not just a number to dump into a Facebook group. That changes the dynamic and it makes people want to be engaged. So then that's when you choose your platform, like we talked about a few minutes ago, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Zoom, or whatever works for you. And then you determine the time, how long the party is going to go. And don't forget, you guys, people take as long as you give them. So when you're determining the length of the party, keep that in mind. If you give them 10 days, they're going to take 10 days. If you give them 3 to 5 days, they're going to take that. Okay. Pro tip, a welcome video for the party page to add a personalized touch. So did you know that on your website, you can add the party page there, you have customizable content options. You can add the host's favorite products. You can upload a video like this is sharing, or you can do a custom photo. It's a really fun way to be personal and get people excited from the party page on your works or on your website. How many of you use outside resources like Photify or Canva to create your digital marketing products? Yeah, Canva. I love Canva so much. The beautiful thing about Canva is there are shareable template links. So if you are not feeling creative, maybe you don't have any idea what to do, we have so many resources just between our two groups that we can share template links. All you do is plug your information in, add your picture, and you can print or share it and go. It's so simple. All right. Your host will likely have a wish list of products that they want. So talking about the host rewards and the different tiers is going to be really beneficial so that they know whatever's on their wish list, they need to get their order, their party order to a certain amount to be able to get their wish list for free and half priced. Right now, on average, a customer is spending about $80. So if you take that into account, do the math, and then maybe I should have had a calculator. Do the math. How many orders would it take to get to 350 if they're $80 each? 5? 5. I see a 5 from Maggie. I will take it. About 5 customer orders is what somebody will need to get to that $350 party. So that's the second tier of rewards. So when you lay it out like that, that allows them to kind of see and have tangible goals. Okay, so I need 5 friends at least to place an order. And we always want to add a little bit of a buffer in because not everybody is going to be willing or able to spend $80. And so we need to make sure we accommodate for that. So like 5 to 10 customers, friends coming and placing orders and getting their Scentsy and supporting their friend. Another tip, if you have the resources, please know that you do not have to send anything out. You do not have to buy anything before you're making money as a Scentsy consultant. But if you have things on hand, maybe you're able to make samples from what came in your starter packet. You can maybe make some party packs for a couple of the guests. Maybe people who your host thinks would absolutely buy, but maybe they just need to get a little bit of some smells under their noses. And this gives verbiage of how you can ask them and create a party agenda with all of the information that everybody's going to need. This does mention theme. I love a good party theme. So if you need ideas for party themes, we can brainstorm and chat. I have done some really fun ones. I remember when the world first shut down in April of 20, Zoom parties were really good for me, and I did so many fun themes, but they were all bingo centered. And I did like fun with flags, like from the Big Bang Theory. I did the Bachelorette kind of theme where I encouraged everybody to dress up in a formal gown on Zoom. And yes, I did as well. Absolutely, I got done up. And so just like fun, like Cinco de Mayo themes, so many options. So don't limit yourself, but also don't overwhelm yourself. You don't have to do a theme if you don't want. You can just post and engage and have a simple, good time with people. Plan your presentation. What does that look like? How do you want to present the products, present the opportunity, all the offers that we have? Keep notes. This is a really good idea. Keep notes, because when you assess what worked and what didn't work, you can move forward with more confidence for the next time. Make sure, and we addressed this last time, that product training guide has so many good factoids, things that you can use. And they can even be easy copy and paste posts. You're not sure what to say? Talk about a helpful hint with the buddies or the diffusers or the warmers. This is such a good resource to have. I can't understate that. Overstate that? I can't talk about it enough. All right, so if you're going to go live, it's good to have kind of a script of what you're going to say. If you're just going to do posts, then you can kind of break that up, figure out how you're going to talk about it. All right, and you can do party games too. There is a Facebook group full of Scentsy party games, so you are not lacking any resources when it comes to partying online. All right, does anybody have any questions about partying online? No? Cool. And at the end too, I'd love to hear your maybe your wins from partying online, or maybe things that you've tried that you will likely never do again because they were just flops, and that's okay. Everything that happens with parties is data, and you can take that data and, like I said, move forward with confidence. All right, the next one is through online parties, sharing, talking about the products, and broken record here, product training guide. Sharing different posts, you can, like I said, break it out throughout a week, just a couple days, figure out how long you're going to post. If you're just gonna do like 1 or 2 teasers the couple days before, and then have one day where you're just gonna give so much information and all the data, and then you close on the next day, figure out how you're going to present and showcase. If you don't have real life photos of the products that you're talking about, where can you find them? Not rhetorical. Unmute and just shout. Where do you go for finding photos?
I use Pinterest.
Yes, that is an untapped avenue that I want to dive into later, not on this call.
I use Pinterest as well.
Awesome. So good. And what's the biggest search engine that most people use?
Google.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I think an untapped resource that people forget to use, Facebook. You can just search bar, yes, on Facebook and Instagram. Vic said in the comments, Instagram and Pinterest too. You can search all the places. If it is a public picture, use it. It's a great way to spotlight real life photos that aren't just beautifully staged by Scentsy. All right. You can also do, if you have a theme for your party, you can do themed bundles. I know last week people were doing Cinco de Mayo themed wax bundles. So if you have a fun theme for your party, consider having a fun bundle theme that might encourage people to like buy the wax and the warmers, so they have a whole system that they're ready to go, add the cotton cleanups, and they are set. And this is a really important one that I sometimes still forget. Share the Scentsy opportunity to all your party goers. That is the best product that we have in the catalog. If you missed our training with Jonay a couple weeks ago, go back and watch it. It was phenomenal. But the opportunity to own your own Scentsy business is the best product that we have to offer. You can get paid for selling Scentsy. You can earn your Scentsy for free. There are so many things that come with owning your business that it is essential to offer to everybody, because you don't know what everybody needs. You don't know what season of life they're going through, how Scentsy could bless them. So it's really important to just make the offer. And remember, we talk about this a lot. Detach yourself from the outcome, because whatever their answer is, it's not about you. Yeah? This is really fun verbiage that they added in here. If you love Scentsy, you can turn that love into amazing rewards. Share Scentsy with your friends and family and get your next round of products for free. So that talks about sharing it, getting them for free, and then you can talk about earning commissions as well. All right, and with the host, offer them the party flip, the host kit, once their party has reached that $200 level. Because if they've done the work, if they've engaged, you can tell them like, oh my gosh, you just did my job for me. That was so good. You're a natural, right? That's all it takes. And then they know how to run their business. So that's what we're setting them up for success for with an online party, is that host coaching, teaching them how to post, how to share, how to engage, so that they understand what it takes. And this is a good one. Asking your host about hosting their own party. If they say the opportunity is not right for them, you can say, not ready to join Scentsy yet. You can still take advantage of the opportunity to earn your favorite products at a discount or for free by hosting your own event. Yeah. All right. So the next one, encourage your host to share the party link with guests who weren't able to attend. So many of us have friends who are out of town, like out of state, or maybe they just couldn't attend live. Maybe they're not even on Facebook. Maybe they're not on social media at all. We don't want to forget those people. So encourage your host to share their shopping link with everybody who they think might be interested. All right, following up on your online party. Learn how to continue strong customers connection and communication after your online party. We talked about this last time, the 113 follow-up system, or whatever system works for you. It does not have to be this. This is a really pretty graphic. It's a simple way to follow it, but what matters is that you do it, right? What matters is that you do it. Doesn't matter how, as long as it gets done. This is just a great way if you want something to look at and go, okay, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, got it. And this suggests adding reminders in your phone, planners, or follow up with your customers after these timelines. The really cool thing is Scentsy is working on a connection app. So eventually, I can't remember the timeline. I think it's this year. They're going to be rolling it out to all consultants. So if you were with us a couple years ago, we had a really awesome third-party app, but unfortunately, they had to close down. But this allows us to receive prompts of, okay, who has it been 1 week, 1 month, or 3 months since I have spoken to them, since they've ordered. And it gives you prompts to be able to follow up and allows you to have like templates. So keep an eye out for that. It makes following up just a little bit easier, right? It takes one more thing off your plate to remember. And then don't forget to mark tasks off your workstation dashboard as you complete them. If you are an essential consultant, if you are just starting, make sure you mark those tasks off. Okay, the final lesson in this online party. We have an almost 2-minute video from this consultant that I would love to have you guys listen to.
During the pandemic, obviously hosting parties was non-existent. They were virtual parties. I've had my first teamie join a week after the pandemic and we panicked. She was like, I can't have a home party. What are we gonna do? And I said, we're gonna do it virtually somehow, some way. And none of the people had Facebook. They all had an iPhone. So I said, we're gonna FaceTime each other and create a group. So that's how we did it. We did a FaceTime with 9 girls and she joined a week before and had over $700 in sales just from that virtual FaceTime party. And from there, it was like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. And we're gonna work on just doing them virtually. It became about just having a good experience virtually. We would, we'd play games. I would put on the invitation that, bring your drinks. It's a Friday night fiesta. If you bring your drink on camera, you get a ticket, and then I'd have raffle throughout the party. So that made it more enjoyable. We had like a scavenger hunt at times where they'd have to run and get stuff, and then that got them another ticket entry. So it made it fun. And, I'd say, you have to share what that hostess is going to get as prizes. So make sure you tag her, and then she shares that. And then she would share with her friends, and then it just became like a domino effect that other friends that were in that same party were like, I want to get free Scentsy too. Let's do it again. And then the hostesses would start to come up with their own party themes according to what their friends would like. So it was just kind of like, let's just make this a fun game virtually. We've never done this before, but this is what we would do in person anyways.
How fun is that? I love a theme idea. So that was such a great idea to have the scavenger hunt. Sounds like it would be super fun. And these are still things that you can incorporate, right, into your current party business. So, okay, we're going to complete that lesson. Yay! Confetti. I love confetti. All right, so now let's go to 5, Essential Consultant Spotlight, understanding your pay. I know that the compensation plan can seem confusing or maybe overwhelming if you're looking at the whole thing, but I love this image, how they've just broken it down to, okay, you are getting started. Here is what to expect. So, compensation plan, this covers our need for the income disclosure statement, right? I don't know. Income disclosure statement, results not typical, put in the work, you can see the results. So being a part of the Scentsy community can provide you with so much between friends, community, purpose, and fun. Let's not forget about the pay. Because be honest, you guys, this is a job. This is my chosen profession. I earn money doing this, and that's okay to talk about. I think oftentimes, especially as women, we are encouraged to downplay things, and you don't have to. This is real money. This is money that changes lives. This is money that can pay bills, that can afford renovations, that can provide a different lifestyle and maybe a better lifestyle, depending on what you are in need of. So let's not downplay that. Can we all agree? We're not going to downplay that anymore? Yes. Air 5. Love that for us. Cool. So as you promote and as you grow your team, you're going to see the compensation plan change and grow with that. So let's just break this down. Let's look at how the Essential Consultant Comp Plan is calculated so you can understand what to expect. Essential consultants, you'll see here. Oh, let's break it down further. Yep, let's do this. Okay, here's what you should know about basics. PRV is your personal retail volume. Every product that we sell has a value. Oftentimes it is one-to-one, but not always. So with things like our licensed product, we do have licensing fees to be able to carry and sell those products. So those will not be a one-to-one ratio. But we are able to see on our workstation what the things, what the value is, the PRV to dollars. So active status. An active account status is achieved when you earn at least 200 points in PRV in 1 calendar month. Being active in at least 1 month during that consecutive 4-month period is a requirement if you have people on your team. Activity in at least 1 month during the 12-month period is a requirement for remaining current. So the active and the current, I really want to draw attention to that. Active is when you have 200 PRV in any given month. Current is when you have sold 200 PRV sometime within the last 12 months in 1 month period. So you've gone active 1 month and the last 12, you are current. Does that make sense? For the longest time, that confused me and I didn't know how to explain it. So I really want to make sure that that is clear. So the PEG rate, we are an international business. We are in so many countries, and the PEG rate calculates and converts the PRV to the local currency to be able to pay commissions. So the PEG rate for Ireland is going to be different from the PEG rate for Mexico and so on. So the PEG rate, that's just the definition of it. All right. As an essential consultant, you start off by earning 20% back in commissions on all PRV that you sell. So a simple way to calculate that is you take the PRV value of the item, multiply it by the PEG rate, and then by 20%. I love this little bouncing star. It's showing you what your commission would be, 500 PRV. I love this breakdown. Okay, so for example, here's the calculation. Here's how you can break it down. Just take a sec to look at this. So your first increase in commissions comes when you promote to certified consultant, which earns you 25% back in commissions. And do you guys know, without looking, what promotes you to certified consultant? What is the qualification? Somebody unmute and say it.
Is it 1,000?
It is 1,000. Once you have sold 1,000 lifetime PRV, it doesn't matter if you've been a consultant for 1 day or, 1 year. Once you sell 1,000 PRV, you earn that permanent pay raise and commission bump to 25%. That means you'll earn $10 on 40 PRV warmer instead of 8. So that is a really exciting thing to be able to work toward, and an incentive to be able to get there quickly so that you're not earning less commissions than you could be. Reporting basics. So we talked about this last week. You cannot break the workstation. I really strongly encourage you to go in the reports and play around. There are so many cool reports in there for us to utilize. So it has been curated to give you access to information when you need it. So your performance under the reporting tab, My Performance, allows you to see really crucial information like your monthly PRV, your genealogy, AKA who is in your upline, from your sponsor to your director to your superstar director and your star director. It allows you to see everybody in your upline up to your first superstar director. So for example, so let's go with Deb. Deb is the consultant. Michelle is her director. Are you her sponsor too? No. Okay, so Deb and then her sponsor, and then Michelle is her director. And then there's no star director here for her, but then I enlisted as her superstar director, right? So anybody above me would not be included in the report, but then she can see everybody who she has the option to reach out to for support, connection, and help. Yeah? Because you guys, another reminder, you are not alone in this business. Yes, it is your business. It is your decision to run this however you want. And it is up to you to run your business, but you have this incredible support system to be able to help you. All right, so this data, it gives you metrics.
Ariel, can I say something real quick? Sorry.
Go ahead.
My brain, I'm sorry. I've been sick for the past 2 days, and today was the first day I was out of bed, so I apologize. I just wanted to comment on what you just said about the support system, because my sponsor is at a different level than I am. I want to build this business. I want to be Ariel. I want to be higher, and I want to be Michelle. And so that's my goals. So I go to Michelle a lot more than I do to my direct sponsor. Well, number one, she's right down the street. But number two is she knows where I'm at. She knows what my goals are. And there's times when I've talked with you also saying, hey, I don't understand this because I know Michelle's busy or something, or you help me with other things. So if you're new to this business, man, you utilize this team, because if you want to build this business, you can do it, but you have to learn and you have to ask.
Yes. Such a beautiful reminder. Thank you so much. And your sponsor may not have business ambitions like you do. And that's okay, because the beauty of this is we all get to choose how we run our business. So if you find somebody you connect with who can help cheer you on and help hold you accountable, utilize that resource. There's nothing wrong with it. I love that. Okay, so the metrics on this too can show you all of your past months and show you the data so that you know, okay, do I want to beat my last month? Do I want to be able to grow? Here's where I was. What do I need to do to grow? The commission history shows you so much information. So you can actually click on when it goes to commission history, watch this video real quick. The $0, you can actually, underneath, there's the breakdown of how you earned your commissions. So on $0, you're obviously not going to see anything, but you can see where your commissions came from. Was it PWS orders? Was it party orders? Was it club subscriptions? It breaks it down. So if you didn't know that and you want to go check it out, I encourage you to do so. And then if you have any PRV bonuses, like every month in any given month, any consultant, any title, certified and above, can earn a 5% bonus by selling 2,000 PRV or more. So when you sell 2,000 PRV, that gives you an automatic $600 paycheck. Yeah? So Those are fun little things. Go around and play in there. You cannot break it. Sales reports are a really cool feature. Once you have a customer base built up, once you have sold products to people through different collections, different seasons, different catalogs, you will be able to go see who's ordered what, when they ordered, what they ordered, and when it's time for a reorder. And again, that connections app that Scentsy is going to come out with is going to help break this down for you and help show you who to follow up with and when. So you can see things like, what are your total earnings for this month? What products sold well? Who might be ready to reorder soon? Such valuable data. And it's a good idea to always go back and reflect on what is working in your business, what's not working, and how you can adjust and move forward. All right, so the pay portal, we get a lot of questions about this. There's a mobile-friendly electronic account where all your commissions and bonuses are deposited. So some people leave it in there and draw from it on the Scentsy debit card that you receive. That's okay. Other people have it auto direct deposited to a different separate bank account. You can do whatever works. I have heard that sometimes there's fees charged if your account is inactive in the pay portal. I just prefer to have all of my stuff in a Scentsy business, just a separate Scentsy bank account for myself. So I have everything auto deposited. I know there's a way to have it also transferred to Venmo too, if that's preferred with a small fee. So you have options, but so I don't have to think about it. I just have everything auto deposited to my bank account. So it's just done. And that debit card is the compensation card I was talking about, or the compensation card is that debit card. It acts as a prepaid card. And so you have to be careful of that too. Like if you're going to go get gas or something, I know oftentimes gas stations hold more money than the account than the balance might be for. So you just need to be cautious with that. And this talks about the direct deposit. You can set it up super simple. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do for today. And then next week, we will continue with Party on the Go and Reflect, Revise, and Reinforce. So again, I know that was a lot, just like last week, but I think they're really great reminders. And like we talked about last week, if you are bringing somebody new into the team and helping onboard them, use this success path as a way to help guide them. And we did find that link that we talked about last week with it's like the train the trainer kind of, it's a guide for you to help somebody go through that. So I'll make sure to find that again. I sent the link to Maggie, so I know we have it in our text thread, so we can find that and share that. Okay, so what questions do you have? What reflection do you have? Did you have an aha moment, or like, I forgot about doing this, I want to implement that again?
It was a good reminder that themed parties are super fun. I used to do them all the time and I forgot all about it. And it's definitely not just for launch parties, but I like even just hearing that said out loud, it was a reminder of like, oh, those are really fun. I should really try to do that again. So, you know, yeah.
And if you guys have done a fun themed party, drop it in the comments. Let us know what theme was a blast for you and the host and the customers.
It's fun to make a contest out of it too. Like if you do a theme, you dress, Halloween, I've done dress up. We've done like ice cream sundae bar, cookie swap at Christmas time. Like it's just fun to attach something to it. And so it's not just Scentsy, it's like Scentsy and something else that's fun that they have to look forward to.
Yeah. I've also done scents and sourdough, which was such a fun success. And I've done a couple variations where we made an artisan loaf or we made focaccia. Like everybody got to have their own individual focaccia bread that they made and we cooked, and it was so fun. So there's a lot of great options out there. Any other aha moments or gosh, I want to do that?
That reporting, to go back to it, it's really nice because then you can go and see like if they're struggling, where they were, to just kind of
Like, this is where you are. This is where you were before, and this is where we can go. We're doing that, or even just to go back and see your reflection. Because I know that, like, I sometimes give myself challenges, like the one look at what's not working or again. Yeah, and it's really important to in every season of your business do that reflection. And I think that's what the last lesson is probably going to kind of go over. But really look at what you've done, where you've been, and if you were at a place that you really loved, how to get back there. So using that reflection time is really cool and having that data. And there is a report called Business Analysis Report. It's called the BAR for short, which is just a fun acronym because we sell bars. So the Business Analysis Report, you can look at your data from, oh my gosh, there's like so much data that you can read, and it's all in one report from years past. So you can look at specific months in specific years and dive into that. So if anybody wants to do a bar call, like a coaching call, like a one-on-one, and we can dive into your numbers, let's do that. Or even like a small group thing if you are okay sharing your numbers and your data with others. We could do like a small group coaching thing. That would be a really cool option, to be able to just kind of go over what everything, all of the data. It really is truly informative. So it's just another resource I encourage you to use. Awesome. Well, so let's wrap up today, and we'll plan on next week finishing out part 3 of the Essential Consultant Success Path. I'm really excited. I'm loving these reminders, and I am so thankful that you guys are here joining in with this, because most of us are not new. I know Vic's new. Most of us are not new, but we might be sponsored. We should be sponsoring. We will be sponsoring. We're putting that out into the world. We will be bringing on new teammates soon. And so being able to help guide them to a successful start is imperative. Yeah? All right, affirmations. I will be bringing on new teammates soon. Saying it out loud. I'm sure you all said it out loud too. I guarantee it. All right, dudes. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.